In this video, we're going to talk about why some of your clients might be ghosting you. This is a presentation we did over a Zoom call with our Plum Tree Realty agents, but we thought we'd share it with you as well. All right, well, so for our teaching time today, I wanted to talk to you about why you might have people ghosting you, maybe why your clients or why leads are ghosting you. Have you ever had that situation where you have someone, you're talking to them, and then they just go away? And you're thinking, wow, I thought we had a beautiful relationship going here. And then all of a sudden, they're gone. Where'd they go? That's what we're going to talk about today, because I think that happens to all of us from time to time, but I think there's some reasons why that happened. And the worst thing in the world, you don't want to spend a lot of time with somebody and then you check in with them and they say, oh, we just closed on our house, we're so excited. And you're like, what are you talking about? We viewed these 7 homes together. What do you mean you just closed on a house? Have any of you ever had an experience like that? Okay. Definitely I've had that, and most agents have something like that. But sometimes you're working with people and then you think everything's going fine and then you just don't hear from them. What is that? What's going on there? Well, there's potentially many issues, but to me, there's two different, let me put it this way. There's one key reason, and it shows up in 2 different ways. Okay, there's a key reason why people might be ghosting you, and it shows up in 2 different ways. The essence of why people might be ghosting you is because many times as agents, we're viewing the sales process wrong. You're viewing the sales process wrong with that. Well, when you're prospecting, let's say you're cold calling, you're calling on people you don't know, you should view that process as sorting, not selling. Okay? Sorting, not selling. That's reason number 1. Is that you're not approaching it the right way. The right way is that you're sorting, not selling. By that, you're not trying to talk people into something they don't want to do. Okay? We all hate that type of salesperson, right? Maybe you go to a place and they're trying to sell you on this thing. They've got it in their mind what they want you to buy. So they're trying to sell you, and you tell them, well, that's not really for me. And they try to overrun you with reasons why you should buy that thing. They're trying to get you to buy their thing. They're not sorting. They're just selling. They're trying to talk you into buying something you don't want. Okay. That's not what we do as Plum Tree Realty agents. That's not our approach. We're not trying to talk people into something that they don't want to do. Okay. We're just sorting through the people who are saying no to get to the people who say yes. Okay. You're sorting. You're not selling. You're just sorting through the people who are saying no until you get to the yeses. Okay. So think of it like this deck of cards, right? So I've got a deck of cards here, and if I were to perform one of my amazing magic tricks for you, I could tell you to pick a card, okay? And what are the chances of that card being an ace or an ace of spades? Well, mathematically, you'd say, well, it's 4 out of, how many cards are in a deck? Scott, help me here. I haven't played cards in so long. I had a hard time finding
52?
cards. 52. Is it 52?
I don't know. I'll have to Google that.
Let's take a
It's
vote.
52 plus a joker.
Well, you can tell Jonathan Coleman has spent a lot of time at the casino. But okay.
He's faster at Google than I am.
Okay, so we have 52 cards plus the joker, right? If you view your selling process as sorting, not selling, it takes all the pressure off of it, okay? So let's say I'm going to get $1,000 every time I find one of these an ace, okay? So look at the first one. Okay, 7 of hearts. 2. Okay, so throw it away. Okay, queen, 4, 5. Maybe there's no aces in here. Okay, 9. Okay, 6. We're just sorting. I'm not oh, joker. You're right, Jonathan. Got the joker on there. And some of you in your business, you're like, all my clients are jokers, but okay. King, okay, I'm sorting through. Jack, okay. Queen, 3, 4, 2, 9, 10. There are no aces in my card deck here. Ace! All right. Now I've got these cards all over my desk, but I get to the one ace, and that's the one you get paid on, right? All these others, really all of them are jokers, right? But you get to the one, it's like, okay. Now I didn't try to convince a queen to become an ace. I didn't spend any time on that. I just, okay, great, no problem. And I would encourage you to approach your prospecting like that. You're not trying to talk people into something they don't want to do, right? You're trying to get to the ones who are just a natural yes. As you're talking to them, it just so happens the timing's right. You found the person who needs someone just like you. And that takes all the pressure off of it, the process. So that's with prospecting. And the reason why you get ghosted sometimes is because you're trying to wrestle with somebody. You're trying to talk them into doing something they don't want to do. Don't worry about that. You're going to get ghosted by those people. Just sort through them, no problem, until you get to the people who are ready for someone just like you. Okay. So, and I've never been good at sales. I've been good at numbers. I've never tried to get people to overturn their opinion, but I do work through a lot of people until I find the people who are the right fit. So you're sorting, not selling. The second point that I'd point out to you why some people have the process wrong and what you want to do to fix that is understand when you have a client, maybe you're at a meeting with a client, maybe you're doing a listing presentation, you're solving, not selling. So in the first category, when you're prospecting, you're sorting, not selling. But when you're actually having a face-to-face meeting with someone or you're on an actual real estate phone call talking about it, think of yourself as solving, not selling. You're not trying to sell them. You're trying to solve a problem for them. So understand if you're at their house doing a listing appointment, maybe you called someone from an expired listing or for sale by owner, or maybe it's through a referral and here you are at their house in their dining room sitting at their table. Why are you there? Why did they want you to come over? Is it like the person who loves to have all the infomercials on their phone? Is it like the people who love sitting through condo timeshare presentations? They love being sold. No, nobody likes to be sold, right? You're there because they have a problem that they're trying to solve and they sense that maybe you could be a part of that solution. Most agents get into that position and they're thinking about selling. They're thinking about, I got to get that signature. I've got to get that commission check. And so many agents, they have commission breath and they show up to those meetings and it just comes across like it's all about the agent. Okay. If you'll just put yourself on the back burner when you show up to meet with people and focus on their needs, that will solve all these problems. They won't ghost you, but they have to understand that you actually care about what is their need. What problem are you really trying to solve for them? Okay. So the way that this happens in that type of situation comes through asking the right questions. You've got to be asking questions instead of just making it a contract situation, instead of just making it a transaction with them. You're actually trying to build a relationship, trying to figure out, hey, what's going on? What's going on in your situation? What's making you want to sell? Man, this is a beautiful home. What's making you want to sell this home? And now, the more important thing than just asking questions, like you can list out a bunch of questions to ask and you can have memorized. And you show up and you go through the questions, and that's great. What's even more important than asking the right questions is empathic listening. Okay. You've got to listen to what they're actually saying. And I've known agents who they go to a listing appointment and they're like, okay, can you tell me why needing to sell? And the woman is like, well, my husband just died a few weeks ago, and here I am with this home, and I don't know what to do with it. I just need to sell it. And the realtor's like, oh, cool. Well, okay, so here's what we need to do. And they just move on with her listing presentation without actually listening. She just said her husband just passed away. And you have to be listening in an empathic way where you're feeling their emotion, that you're listening, understanding, you're feeling it, you're right there with them, that you understand the problem they're trying to solve. Or maybe they're going to tell you, my kids just went off to college and we're just looking to downsize. And you actually understand that. You can put yourself in their shoes and understand what they're going through. Wow, that's a big transition in life. That's a big deal. And you're actually affirming them and helping them understand that you get it. You understand the reason why they're wanting to sell. So you're helping them solve the problem. You're not just there for a transaction, you're actually walking with them in that journey. Okay. So you're sorting, not selling, and you're solving, not selling. So the common denominator here is you're not trying to actually sell. If you're actually meeting people's needs, listening, taking care of them, your business is going to take care of itself. And there's not a real fancy way of saying it, but it's ultimately going to come down to the relationship. Okay. So you're not trying to close the sale, you're trying to open the relationship. Okay. If you'll do these things, this will make a big difference in your business, and I promise you, fewer people will be ghosting you. Well, hey, thanks for being a part of this today. You'll have a fantastic week. Remember, you're sorting, not selling, and you're solving, not selling. All right. Go out there and get some business, make a lot of money. Have a good All right. Hey, thanks for watching our quick presentation today. Hopefully that's helpful to you in your own business. If you'd ever like to have a conversation about maybe being a part of a 100% commission brokerage, I'd love to chat with you about that. Plum Tree Realty is a 100% commission brokerage, and we give 1,000% support to our agents. I'd love to chat with you. Hit the link below. We'll set up a call and see what that might look like for you in your own business.